This is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ask Mama G from World Tune Radio TV. We are having a wonderful day today. Today is April 18th. We have only a few weeks left before our Mother's Day tea. So I need everybody who wants to come to the tea. The deadline is April 30th. If you want to come to this wonderful Mother's Day tea at the Bliss and Tea Treat Shop, you have to submit your name and your donation of $50 by April 30th. April 30th is the last day. So hopefully you will come to the tea. See you soon. Now, we're going to talk about family tonight. You know, we have to have a family budget. And the first person you need to see about your budget is God. Ask God to help you put a budget together. What is important to save? If you want to save your money for your college, if you want to save money for new appliances in your home, you have to put a certain amount aside. And you have to write everything down that you're going to spend. Now, in my household, we have split our budget. My husband pays for the mortgage, the gas bill, the light bill, the cable bill, and the water bill. Now, I have to admit, I pay for my Macy's card, my JC Penney's card, and luxury stuff that the kids want to do, like go bowling, go to the movies, and I do help with the groceries. But we always put aside to give to God because God is in control of everything that we do. I don't know why there's some people out there who don't believe in Him. He's real. He is absolutely real. If you put Him first, your budget and your mind will be at ease. So let's do that. Let's sit down, go through the things that are important to you. Go make a list and get those things that are important to you and put your money aside. And then the best thing is everyone come together and put your money together for your vacation. Help your children decide where they want to go. And then we plan out the vacation. And you put your money aside. You put how long you're going to be on your vacation, where you want to go on your vacation. Those things are important. And when you do that, planning is the key to everything, really. Planning, if you plan everything correctly, it goes smoothly. Now, next month is May, then after May is June. And we have to get ready for those grandkids. Grandparents, get on the computer now. Find out who has vacation Bible schools classes in the morning and evening. And then find out whether you can go for those day camps. Some places have scholarships where they offer money for those people who can't afford for their kids to go to camp. You can go to your park and rec department and find out what camps that are available for what ages. They have cheerleading camps, soccer camps, all kinds of camps starting in June. So now you need to get prepared for that. Get prepared for those grandkids. Some call them grand monsters. I'm not saying they are, but I've heard that. But they're coming. They're coming starting June. And then, if you don't have them for the whole summer, plan that whole month. Make sure they have full of activities to do. Not sit at home and just watch TV and be bored. You have to find out what level, what things that they like to do, and let's plan it. Let's plan to go to the movies, to the zoo, to the beach. Let's plan those activities. And like I said, some churches have vacation Bible school in the daytime, and then some have them at night. And by the time you go to one vacation Bible school, go home, come home for lunch, go to an evening one, you have a lot to talk about. And your day is full and nobody is bored. So we have to do that. We have to make this life filling for your kids, for your grandkids, because they're only a child for a little while. They grow up to be an adult, and you want them to have good memories when they were a child and a teenager and a preteen. You want them to realize that you cared for them. You wanted them to have a good, fun life. And you can do that, but you have to make sure that you have things that they like to do, they're interested in doing, and it'll be a wonderful vacation. It'll be a wonderful time. And like I said, the budgeting that helps. Did you know? I found out something. If you hire your kids, especially 16 and up, you can write that off on your taxes. I heard that on the television. If you hire your children, you can write that off. Verify that, but I did hear that. Verify that. And 42% of 17-year-olds are working. That's keeping them busy because a busy mind stays out of trouble. An idle mind goes into trouble, but a busy mind stays out of trouble. So keep that mind busy, keep that body busy and positive stuff so they won't be in trouble. Now, my soapbox for tonight, Mama G's editorial, I am really outdone. A young man goes to the wrong house and gets shot by an 84 white man. He knocks on the door to pick up his siblings, his brothers, and he gets shot. And it was told, don't come back here again. And he swears up and down that he was in fear of his life. The young man is only 16, not big, not muscular. 16-year-old, maybe 150 pounds. A white 84-year-old man opens the door and shoots the young man. That is not happening. That was, I was outdone. What if he was white? That wouldn't have happened. Trust me, that wouldn't have happened. He would have said, son, on your loss, not shooting, and ask questions later. He would have had a total different attitude on the young man. America, we're going backwards. We're not going forward. We're going backwards. So that excuse of fear of your life, it's not working. I am just outdone. We have to stop the gun violence. But I have to tell you this, parents, it's more important now that they know God. It's so important that the kids know between where they're going. Because it's not a guarantee that you might see your kids come home. Let's face it. Gun violence is around us, around the corner, down the street, next door. The most important thing that your child needs to know is there's a God and he loves them. And if they leave this earth, they're going to be with him. especially 12 and older. Because in the Bible, Jesus went to the temple at the age of 12. He was held accountable for his life. So it's very important that everybody has a relationship with God. God is love. If you know about God, you wouldn't have the attitude that you have. But some people don't. So you need to know God in your life. It's just that simple. Read those basic instructions before leaving earth, and it will tell you how to live a life with God in it. Because it's not guaranteed, your life is not guaranteed that you're going to live to be 21. I hate to say that to you, but that's the truth now. Every day, somebody has a gun, has an attitude, has a mental illness, upset, and they go shoot people. They shoot them in churches, in private schools, in the parks, at a sweet 16 birthday party. Life is not guaranteed anymore. Pray every day that you see another day. You have to. You have to do that. We have to keep our children safe. And we have to make sure that they know that there's a God up there that's watching them, because it's dangerous. It's not, oh, we're going to watch our kids grow up. No, we will pray to God that we can watch our children grow up. So, parents and grandparents, I'm charging you to put your children's welfare front, up front. Make sure that they know that there's a God that loves them, and if they leave that earth, they're going to be with Him. That's the main point, because it's just not good these days. They say, oh, you're going to be okay. Because it doesn't matter the race, the gender, the social status. Somebody has a gun and they are acting crazy with their gun. So you have to pray to God that that gun is not near your children. Just think, every 20 minutes, someone is being shot or killed with a gun. It shouldn't be this way. It should not be this way, but it is. So that's my soapbox today. Please, the most important thing is to have God in your life. Now let's move on to that budgeting stuff. It's hard. Get the newspaper, get your coupons, find the sales in the grocery store. Like, I used to buy a dozen of eggs. Now I buy half a dozen of eggs. I don't buy a whole dozen anymore because eggs is too expensive. You plan out your meals. Plan out what you're going to cook that day. Plan out what you need for that week. So you have to do it with, like, sorry about that. Can't talk right now, but you have to have a strategy with this groceries. A strategy with these groceries. You have to put, okay, I need eggs for a recipe. And some people like to drink a lot of milk. You can buy the oat milk now that they have. You don't have to buy the cow's milk. They have a lot of milk products nowadays. And you just have to plan your life. Oh, most important thing, make sure you have life insurance, because everybody has a appointed time to leave this earth. And you want your family to be financially stable for when you leave this earth. That's most important. In the Black community, we don't have that. Some of us do not have that. We need to call up an insurance agent and get some life insurance because we all have an appointed time to leave this earth. And you want to leave your family with financial stability. You don't want to leave them with nothing. You want to put some money aside for them to pay your bills, have a little money so they can live off of what you've earned by working. So find that insurance company that you can afford because it's not cheap. It's not cheap to bury somebody at all. Even cremation is like $1,000. Burying somebody is over $10,000. So you need to set aside some insurance for your family. That's most important. You have to set aside some insurance for your family. I'm telling you the truth. You have to do that. So many of us, I see young people, especially young people who die in gun violence. I see the cardboards with their pictures on them, and they're standing in the middle of the street asking for donations for funerals. It shouldn't be that way. As soon as your child is born, I think Gerber has assurance and policy that you can start as soon as they're born. And us seniors, there's a guaranteed life with Colonial Insurance. Call them up. Get that burial insurance because it's not cheap to be buried. Nothing is cheap to die. It's expensive to be born and it's expensive to die. So you better put some money aside. I'm telling you what I know. I had to bury my son. We expected him to bury us, but I had to bury my son. And we had to bury him, and it wasn't cheap. You have to buy the casket. You have to buy the cement tomb that the casket goes into the ground. That's a couple of $1,000 there. I'm telling you these things because it was laid on my heart to do that. I keep hearing about the violence. I keep hearing about people dying, and I was like, "Do you know it's expensive to bury somebody?" And all you have to do is make a phone call and call the mortuary and start the pre-planning your services because you do have an appointed time. Everybody has an appointed time to meet God. I don't want to say die or demise. I want to say meet God. So let's put that aside. Everybody should have a life insurance. Even my son Alfred, who has a disability, he has life insurance. Everybody in your household needs to have life insurance, needs to be on a budget because we're here on earth for a certain time and then we have to leave this earth. But you want to be productive in the life that you live. You have to. You need to be. Look, I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just trying to tell you the truth. You need to be prepared for life. Look, I'm going on my first break, I think. So when I come back, I'm going to talk about some things that we did in the city, some things that we're going to be doing in the city. So, we're just going to have a wonderful time with this podcast. with life. So please stay tuned and I'll be back real soon. Bye-bye.
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, I'm As Mama G from World Tune Radio TV. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, loved it, taught it, spanked it, and definitely prayed over it with God's help.
So Chris wanted to got 4 minutes on air. So
well, guess what, everybody? I'm too early for my break.
Allowed me to
How about that?
4 different children. I've raised a super talented one. I've raised a Special Olympics one. And then God sent that challenging one. I even raised that prestigious private school one. See, Rory Graham Jr. was the first African American cadet to ever serve.
Oh, okay. So that
prestigious
clock is
private
telling me how long I have
Army
to
and
talk.
Navy Academy. Unfortunately, in 2009, he passed away.
Okay, that
So
would
the
have been
former
fun.
general asked the family to start a foundation to inspire the young men in the community at Army Navy Academy. In the community, we do a Dress for Success.
Yes, sir.
Where we take the
Thank
senior
you.
boys
I
at
appreciate
General
that.
Murray High School and give them a white shirt and a tie for their picture day. You know, there's many ways you can help us. One way is go to your phone and go to Cash App. Cash App RG Jr. JR's Foundation. Any amount will help. Then you can always mail it
that.
in
I
to
thought that
P.O.
clock
Box
was just to tell me
4306,
we finished
Oceanside, California 92052. Hey family, now you know I got everything you need to buy. I have my purses here. In fact, they so big you can put a child in them. Then I have the backpacks for the kids to take to school. Then I have the different color of hats. I got the hot pink, the pale pink, the 2 black ones for the men. It says Billy and Lacey and As Mama G. So, and then I got the t-shirts for y'all to wear. I got the cute ones with my beautiful face on. Then I have Billy and Lacey because you know that's what you're doing. All proceeds go to the
we don't
Rory
have a
Graham Jr.
table.
Foundation. No, they don't go to my Cadillac. I don't have a Cadillac.
Oh yeah, Miss Beverly.
So
Miss Beverly at the
please,
country club. She's
donate
finding
whatever
the
you can to the Rory Graham Jr. Foundation. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Check this out.
Are you
It's not gonna
filming
so
me?
at 1 minute, it's gonna go everywhere and be like, "Hey, Mama G, you got."
This
1 minute.
is Studio
Wrap it
A.
up."
It features a 200 square foot soundstage and a 12 by 10 foot
Okay,
stage.
so
10 programmable RGB LED lights allow you to fully customize your backdrop and create the perfect look for your production. It's used for podcasts, live streams, films, and music videos. This space is as dope as it gets.
Oh,
Click the link in the description below for prices and packages.
we get very perfected now. We get very perfected now.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Media Makers, and
And
this
she
is
is
Chris.
filming me. Oh Jesus,
And
help
what we
me
do
today.
here is make media.
This is probably
That
get a
TikTok
lot
stuff,
of. This
dope
will probably
stuff
get
like
a
this.
lot of followers now. Me acting this crazy.
And this. We've done everything from flyers to music videos,
Yes.
songs to
Okay.
films,
So can I do
commercials
something
to
to drink?
tap
I'm gonna have to
dances.
go to the doctor because I think there's something wrong
We
with
make
my
media
mouth.
basically everywhere. And what we want to do is teach you how to make media. Not just teach you how to make media, but teach you to make dope media.
I see
We
that.
offer all types of programs, and the goal is accessibility. Accessibility.
Yeah, what
We
you
don't
got?
want your creativity to be hindered, so we
Well,
invest in
first I just
state-of-the-art
need something to
technology
drink.
to make sure that your dream gets
Do I have to-
onto the camera. I've been teaching media for over 10 years, and I've seen the stuff that y'all make. I'm not impressed. You need my help. And I've had lots of talented students come in and out of this studio, and now I want you to be our next great media maker.
How you doing?
We're gonna flip off to something. We've got on-campus programs, after-school programs, internships, summer camps, space rentals, equipment rentals. What more do you need to make some dope stuff? Let me know, and we might get it for you. As a functioning production studio, we got clients coming in and out, and you will be a part of that production process. We put you in the driver's seat. At Media Makers, you make the media. It's all student curated, baby. For more information, go to www.mediamakers.org. Follow us on Instagram at MediaMakersOrg.
I don't care, Steven. I don't care. I don't care.
Instincts going low, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, hope. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling from the elevator, now I'm bright ricing this. It's like I'm ricing, take a bite, it's nice, and I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a Heimlich can save him. I select the finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I admit a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn, like an auto with no time to kill. I've been feeling like the opposite of work, it's a work, and I've never been a purposeful thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me. So I'm freaking every check, I put the money in the pushing, ready to be gunning to the finish and the getting of it. But everybody know I'm working in the sea, I do it differently. So only time will give me everything that I deserve, my end.
And I want you to mark it. I want you to be like, okay, this kind of stuff, we're doing this kind of stuff. I'm posting at this time of day,
The mission that revolves around Hubal has more to do about the essence, right? And ultimately, what we want to provide, what we want to participate in, is a way of working, is a way of collaborating. The mission of Hubal is ultimately creating an environment where we can foster incredible relationships and ultimately have fun, enjoy what this game brings, the joy, the passion, and the connectivity with everyone. We are a management and leadership consulting company, right, for the sports industry. So our service to provide management, leadership tools to help improve and enhance the workspace, the environment space, the player space, so that everyone can excel.
Background.
Media everywhere.
Oh, what did you do?
Hi, I'm As Mama G from World Tune Radio TV. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, loved it, taught it, spanked it, and definitely prayed over it with God's help.
What do you do for me?
The reason why I have this show, because God has allowed me to raise 4 different children. I've raised a super talented one, I've raised a Special Olympics one, and then God sent that challenging one. I even raised that prestigious private school one. See, Rory Graham Jr. was the first African American cadet to ever serve as chaplain at that prestigious private school, Army and Navy Academy. Unfortunately, in 2009, he passed away. So the former general asked the family to start a foundation to inspire the young men in the community at an Army Navy Academy. In the community, we do a Dress for Success, where we take the senior boys at General Murray High School and give them a white shirt and a tie for their picture day. You know, there's many ways you can help us. One way is go to your phone and go to Cash App. Cash App RG Junior JR Foundation. Any amount will help. Then you can always mail it in to P.O. Box 4306, Oceanside, California, 92052. Hey family, now you know I got everything you need to buy. I have my purses here. In fact, they so big you can put a child in them. Then I have the backpacks for the kids to take to school. Then I have the different color of hats. I got the hot pink, the pale pink, the two black ones for the men. It says Billy and Lacey and Ask Mama G. So, and then I got the t-shirts for y'all to wear. I got the cute one with my beautiful face on it. Then I have Billy and Legacy, because you know that's what you're doing. All proceeds go to the Rory Graham Jr. Foundation. No, they don't go to my Cadillac. I don't have a Cadillac, if you want to know. So please, donate whatever you can to the Rory Graham Jr. Foundation. Thank you. Media everywhere.
That says 4 minutes.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline.
I need to go wash my teeth. I got
Whatever you
food
have
in
in
my
your
mouth.
household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Chris, you gotta restock, man.
Okay, you need to close that door. That's too cold on my stomach. grandchildren to come. But we're going to do our birthday shout outs too. Today, Omar Thompson, Ann Gibbons, J.B. McCall, Melvin McCullough, Julian Bennett, Dwayne Slaughter, Mother Mildred Smith, she's a elder lady of the church, Inez Hollis Williams, Cameron Parr, Latanya Dean, Zach Beck, Pastor Darren Thomas, and like I said, Miss Kari Wood today turned 10 years old. And again, the celebrity and hero of Oceanside, California is Laura Williams. And she had a birthday today, but I probably would get sued if I divulged her real age, because in Hollywood, you have one age. You never get old. You never get old in Hollywood. So yes, we want to congratulate everybody for a happy birthday, because birthdays only come once a year. So let's be joyful and celebrate those. We have to be happy that you see another year, because somebody somewhere has not seen another year with us. Because we all have our So, announcement. Next month is Mother's Day. It's May 13th. Husband, get those roses, go to Kohl's, buy their perfume, go to that dress section, buy a pretty dress that you would love to see her wear, take her out to lunch, but most importantly, on May 20th, buy her a seat at the Mother's Day tea at the Blessing Tea Shop in Oceanside, and have fun with me. I think you will have a wonderful time. You're going to learn about the different teas. We're going to have scones and tea sandwiches, and we're going to have a little game. We're going to have that concept. We're going to have fun of being a wonderful, beautiful woman made by God. So come out to the Mother's Day tea, May 20th, sponsored by World TV and Mama G. So please, let's have a wonderful time. Things are limited, and they're getting closer and closer to the limit. So if you want to be on the list, the last day is April 30th. April 30th will be our last day to take reservations for the tea. I'm sorry, ladies, but we have to cut it off because we don't want to overcrowd the tea shop, but we want to have a comfortable, safe, healthy time. So if you want to get on the list, please go to Cash App, RGJR Foundation. Donate your $50 and then again, RGJR Foundation. And there's a screen on the screen that you can go and point the phone. I'm not good at this, but you point the phone and you'll see that code. You finally have this guy. Code will right what you're supposed to do. So you go ahead and do what you're supposed to do with it, okay? All right. So, there. I did it. I'm going to learn how to do this candy stuff soon and better, but I did it. Woo-hoo for me, I did it. So there. I want you guys to be safe. Please kiss your kids. Have a prayer. In fact, do you know when my kids were at school, a bunch of our parents, we would pray at the flag pole in front of the school. We would pray at the flag pole in front of the school to keep our children safe years ago. And it's more important to do it now than anything. You need to go to that school, get a bunch of your friends, grandmas, grandpas, go in front of that school, go to that flag pole and pray for that school. Pray for safety. Pray to keep Satan and the enemy away from that school for the kids to learn and be happy. We used to do that. We used to go to the schools and stand in front of the school and pray. We can do that now. And it's not being conservative, it's not being Republican. You want to ask God to keep your children safe. That's another answer that was burning my heart. That you can go to that school, get a couple of your friends, no matter what color, what age, and go to that school and pray for that school and those students. That is what you can do. You don't have to sit at home and go, oh my God, and get depressed. Go to that school and pray for that school. Ask God to cover that school and those kids. You have to, because Satan is busy. And you know, in the basic instructions before leaving earth, in the chapter called Judges, it talks about there was a generation that didn't know God. And that's what's going on now. There's a generation of people that do not know God. Because if you knew God, you wouldn't act the way that you're acting. You just would. So, parents, godparents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, get together, go to that school, stand in front of that school and pray over that school. Cover it with God's prayer. I bet you it would work. Because this thing is a heartbreaking. Every day you feel about it. Someone giving you overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. People forget when you feel somebody, they don't see. So that's one of my main announcements. Go to the school. Pray. Be happy. It's important. It's important. Oh, and also next month is Cinco de Mayo. That's a Latino Mexican holiday. I think it has something to do with Mexican. So the first week in May, I'll be eating a lot of tacos. We're gonna have a lot of fun because I love burritos. I love burritos. I love it. I'll just come to next door to Mexico. So we love it. So we're going to be very busy. We have Mother's Day. And then there's the Mother's Day too. Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to have fun with it. Let's keep that in mind. Now when we celebrate Cinco de Mayo, let's have a designated driver. We must have a designated driver next month. Don't go around here and get in the fire and beer. We need to have a designated driver to guide you anywhere and everywhere. But let's keep everybody safe. We have to. We have to keep everybody safe because we're not a cat. We don't have 9 lives. We only have 1. So let's be mindful. Stay healthy. Be safe. wonderful time now. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to go to Book Theater. You know? They have lovely plays, nice comedy plays. In fact, next month they're having poetry. There's a young man that lives in, used to live in Oceanside. He's coming back to share his poetry to us at the Book Theater. Go to Book Theater, or it's called OceansideBookTheater.org. And look at the activities that they're having there. It's going to be wonderful. Book Theater is a wonderful place. We have nice plays. I remember we had a saxophone, Vanessa Collins. She was excellent, excellent. The theater was nice and quaint, and the crowd was wonderful. Her performance was magnificent. For those teachers who did incredible stuff. So we have a lot of things here in Oceanside. You have to go and look for them. Google, call up the city and find out what's going on in your city, where you live, not just Oceanside, but find out what's going on in your city. Again, oh, that's right, Saturday is Earth Day. Besides Lord Williams Day, it's Earth Day. Recycle. Do some recycling. That's what you need to do, is do some recycling. Throw away all that junk you don't need. Call up your waste management company and find out what day they can come get your large items, what day they can come get your extra trash. Because now it's springtime and people do their spring cleaning. So call up waste management and conserve your papers, your cans. Take it to the recycle place Saturday. Saturday is Earth Day. We want to keep our earth clean and safe for the next generations to come live here. We have to. What we do, we are supposed to make life better for the next generation. And if we don't do that starting today, recycle. Don't waste food. Eat your food or cook the food that people are going to eat. Don't waste it. Throw away your perishable things. Put your papers in one aisle, your cans in another aisle, your glass in another aisle, and take it to the recycle. But oh, in fact, volunteer at the beach. If there's a beach that's messed up, has a lot of trash, volunteer, clean that up. If there's a park near you, clean that up. Earth Day, you want to clean the earth because you want your next generation of family members to enjoy the earth that God has made us to have. That's what you want to do. So Saturday is Earth Day. It's also Lord Williams Day. So when you listen to the Lion King song, I Just Can't Wait to Be King, that's Laura Williams. And she lived right in Oceanside, California. She grew up here. Some of the mayors called her the beautiful voice of Oceanside. She represents us well. That's what one mayor said. Dick Lyon said she was the shining star. Esther Sanchez says she is the beaming star. She is what we grow in Oceanside. We grow positive people here in Oceanside. So she is well loved here in Oceanside. So you never know. You could have a star that lives right here in Oceanside. Just ask God to guide you in raising that child. Trust me, I had no idea that I was going to raise beautiful children like I did. Rory Graham Jr., I had no idea he was going to be a minister and ministered all over the country. I had no idea how wonderful he spread the gospel all over the country. He even went to Israel before he passed this earth. So you never know the direction that God has for your children. But the most important thing is they know God. Even my son Alfred, who's mentally challenged, he is what you call a savant individual. He's a musical genius in two instruments, the guitar and the drums, but he can't read and write like us. But he knows that God loves him. He knows that Jesus Christ died and rose again for his sins. So you can teach anybody about God. You can. Don't let no one tell you that your child cannot learn. I'm living proof of that. My son Alfred knows God. In fact, his pastor, Charles Price of the Second Missionary Baptist Church, said, Alfred knows the Bible. Alfred knows God. If his pastor says that, trust me, Alfred knows about God. So anybody can learn about God and have a good life. So if I know if Alfred left this earth tomorrow, I know where he's going. He's going to be with God. So it's evident, ladies and gentlemen, that parenting is important. And if you're an aunt and you have to raise a child, you're very important to that child. If you're a godmom, you're very important to that child. If you're an adopted mom, you're very important to that child. Everybody who's raising a child, you're important to that child. God has allowed you to be in that child's place. So you are important to him or her. So raise them in the admonition of God. Nothing else. Because like I said earlier in the show, nowadays it's not a guarantee. I wish it was. But we have to be honest with you. It's not a guarantee about life. So you want to make sure that they have a good relationship and know who they are. What's their purpose? Love them. Pray with them. Talk to them. Give them positive things to think about. And pray for those people who are going in mourning of death, especially the children at the Sweet 16 birthday party in Alabama, especially for the young man who went to the wrong door. We have to pray for them. And let's march and ask our senators and congressmen and representatives to pass good gun laws. We have to do that. If they're not listening to us, it's called voting them out of office. Voting those people out of office. That's what we have to do, is vote those people who do not align with our morals, with our thinking. We vote them out. We don't kill them. We just vote them out. They don't have the privilege to be in office anymore. There's many ways of stopping something wrong. You don't have to kill them. Vote them out. Vote them out. But look, I want to leave on a happy note. Remember that God loves you. He wants you to be prosperous. He wants you to have a healthy life as long as you're on this earth. He wants you to be positive. He wants you to strive in anything and everything that's positive. Ask him for guidance in your life. And next weekend, you have a wonderful weekend. April 22nd, somebody's having a wonderful birthday. Next weekend is the start of getting the holiday. Memorial Day will be soon in May. So summer is right around the corner. We're going to have barbecues, go to the beach in our bathing suits. We're going to be hanging out. So let's get ready and prepared to have a wonderful season of fun in the sun. Summer is coming. Graduation is coming. Yes, by the way, next month I will be recognizing all of the graduates that send me their names and what college they're going to and everything. So please remember this. Mama G loves you and wants you to have a safe life. And God wants you to have a wonderful life. God bless you and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.